Okay, welcome back everyone. Today we are replacing the front shocks on my 100 series Toyota Landcruiser. So if you own one and you want to find out, you feel like it's riding a bit rough, it's not driving as it should be, could be your shocks. Mine, I checked them out the other day, it was definitely the front shocks. So we're going to replace them and go for a test drive afterwards and see how we do. Let's get into it. Alright, so first step, jack up your car. I've just got it on the lower control arm there. Just gonna pop them up. We're off the ground there, so now I'm gonna grab a jack stand and I'm gonna put it underneath. Alright, so we've jacked the car up, jack stand's gone underneath. Now we can lower it down onto the jack stand and keep the jack underneath the lower control arm. Alright, wheel cap. Now if you don't have an impact gun, break the wheel nuts loose on the ground before you open it up. Boom! Right, so on these setups you've got top nut there, and you've got a bolt going through here, both 19mm on the bottom. This one will be a 22 on the top. Now if it starts to spin, you can put a 19mm spanner in the little gap here. That'll hold it, then you can undo it. And the bottom one, it's pretty much simple as do the top first, then you can undo the bottom and it'll just pretty much slide out. You can just compress it with your hand and slide it out. Now if you had a ratcheting 22, this would be a lot easier. But unfortunately I do not, so I'm just going to use this one. And then once I get this one off, I'll show you, and then I'll show you how to get the bottom one off. Okay, so once you've got the top done, you want to grab a 19mm spanner. You want to just lock it onto that other side there. Now I have an impact gun. If you don't, you can use a ratchet and a 19mm socket on this side to break it loose. I'm just going to do it with the impact gun. And that's it. So now you've got the bottom and the top loose, just pop that off. Pop your rubber bush and your metal ring. Keep them in the form that they came off, just so that you know when you go to put the new one on, you can put it in the exact same way. So those ones will come off along with the nut, and just put them down there. Now what you want to do is you can pull this up with your hand and just slide it back, and out it comes. And again, same thing, when you pull these ones off, keep them in the same order that they come off, and you can just replace it with your new shock. Now, these shocks, if I push it down, that's not what it should do. This should spring back. So you can see no movement, or very, very slow movement. That's not what should be happening. I'll show you what should happen. So this is our new shock. So this is what should happen. You push it down, compress it, you take that off. And as you can see how fast that one springs back to life. So again, we compare the pair. Push it down. A bit difficult. Now this one's still going. So I'll push this one back down to its original spot. That is what should be happening. That's actually, when you're hitting bumps on the road, this one is actually going to be compressing with those bumps. This one, not doing anything at all. So obviously, very rough ride and needs to be replaced. Now your new ones will give you some new bushes and some new rings. Now I don't use these ones because I would rather just use the Toyota factory ones. So this was our top and this was our bottom. So we're gonna grab this one. That's it. You just swap your bush over. Okay. And then that slides onto the bottom, just like that. Alright, just in that sort of format. And now what we're going to do is we're going to slide it up through, compress it with our hands again, and then we're going to put the bottom bolt in. Up it goes, compress. Now, grab our bottom bolt, do the same thing, just compress it up again. And just wiggle it through. That's it. Now, your new kit will come with some nuts. So you just put them nuts on. And don't do it up tight yet. You don't want to do it up tight yet. We're going to do it up tight when we get on the ground because the bush is going to be moved into its original position. Then we can tighten it up. So new bush, just put it in the factory rings. So that's our bottom one with the little bevel here or whatever you want to call it. That's going to go on top. This one is going to be the top one for where the nut is going to sit onto. So we just slide that one on like that. Okay, we'll grab our new nut that comes with the kit. Now sometimes you got to push them down a bit just to get the thread started, just like that. And that's it. You're done. The install is now just basically tightening everything up and doing everything in reverse, putting everything back in place. Now when you do this, you just grab I've got a 19mm. The new nuts that come with this is a 19. So we can slide that one on there and we can just start to tighten it up. Now, when you do this, all you want to do is compress the bushes. So I'm just going to keep going until the bushes are compressed and it doesn't want to tighten anymore. I also hold this just to help stop it from spinning. Some companies will give you a little, like I said, like on those Old Man Emu one, they'll give you a little spot where you can put a spanner on to hold it. These new ones though, when you're first getting them on, obviously new thread, new nut, should go on quite easily. It's going to start getting tight. That's it, and now, that's it, that's tight. Now, if you want torque specs, your torque spec is that doesn't move anymore.
So much torque, the chassis twisted coming off the line.
Alright, so got the jack stand out, tyres all back on the ground, wheel nuts done up. So now that you've done that, you can get your spanner, put it on the back side of the nut, just like that. So just hold the spanner, your ratchet or your impact, starts going. It's gonna get tight now. It's not going anymore. That's torqued. That's called Ugga Dugga torque. As you can see, very simple, all done. Everything's back on the ground now. She's actually moving. A lot easier now. You can see we actually got some bounce and some shock absorption compared to last time. If I was to do this last time, yeah, it wasn't doing this, especially not this easy. Like I can do this with one hand now. So that is awesome. All right, just gonna go for a quick test drive around the block. Already feels better just coming out of the driveway actually. Now I've still got constant springs in the rear. So I'm not expecting a major change, but the front should definitely feel a lot better. Which already, that is just, hitting those is just so much smoother. Before, the whole car was, you could feel everything. And it was just an absolute nightmare. Now, obviously, torsion bar style suspension not the greatest for corrugation, but man, this is smooth. Like, just way more controlled. Even my turning feels smoother. That is crazy. So good. Well, that's it. Probably took 20 minutes. Not very long. Not a hard job. Save yourself some money. Go and do it yourself. It's not hard. A monkey could do it. I'm telling you, you can figure it out. So yeah, save yourself some money. Go and do it yourself. Why not? It's easy. They're cheap for some shocks. Go for it. Go for your life.